So Finland officially joined NATO and Russia is pissed off. Are we on the verge of World War III? So buckle up for this one because NATO may have just gained one of their most crucial partners within NATO and Russia is already deploying troops to the border of Finland. So what you need to know about the Russian-Finnish border is that it's rather unique and rugged. Like, we have harsh winters, we have mountainous terrains, we have some waterways here, yet Finland and Russia have managed to maintain a rather cordial relationship. Now, before Finland officially joined NATO, today at the time of making this video, there was a notion out there that Finland never really needed to join NATO. And there are several reasons for this. Let's bring it back to World War II. Finland essentially kicked the Soviet Union's butt during World War II, and ever since then they have enhanced their military capabilities in defense, specifically towards Russia. And I know what you're thinking, well, this is all the way back in World War II. Things have changed. Russia got better. Did Finland get better? Yes, they got a lot better. In fact, their entire military is almost fine-tuned specifically to be on a defensive posture. So Russia trying to invade Finland, this was never like the biggest fear, but it was a threat. We also have to consider that NATO was almost seen as a complete joke, not only by Finland, by a lot of people, because NATO only became relevant again ever since Russia fully invaded Ukraine. I think it's important we put this all out there to sort of paint the picture as to why Finland was almost forced to join NATO. Because again, one of their main reasons to join NATO was they saw Russia invading Ukraine as now a legit threat, and we want NATO to back us just in case things get out of hand. Something else I want to point out is that Finland and Russia, they were never like the worst of friends and they never were like the best of friends. They were just like okay with one another. There was never a reason to start a war between Russia and Finland, but still Finland feels the need to join NATO. Now, this is a massive tactical advantage to NATO because now they have their upper flanks secured, but they also have the ability to now deploy NATO troops into Finland on training operations to potentially spy or watch on Russia or to put pressure on Russia from the north. And of course, all over Russian state media and Russia publicly stating this to the world, this is a provocation of war. Finland never wanted to join NATO, and all of a sudden, because we're operating in Ukraine, which has nothing to do with Finland, now Finland joins NATO? Another argument you will always hear from Russia is that NATO is expanding when they're supposed to be on the defensive. Why is Finland joining NATO? That is an expansion, that's an offensive, and Russia always uses this tactic to try deterring what is actually going on from the situation here. But nonetheless, Russia will never accept the fact that what they're doing in Ukraine, it is a war, not a special operation. And by them going all in on Ukraine, why would Finland feel comfortable that you're not going to do the same to them? So the main question on everyone's mind, it's being reported everywhere, is Finland joining NATO going to be the reason why World War III starts and why Russia will now just attack everyone in NATO? I don't think so. So we need to keep in mind that Finland and Russia never really had any issues other than sharing a border. And Finland joining NATO, this definitely does raise the ante for the Finnish troops to take their job a little more serious now. But nonetheless, why would Russia waste any resources on a country that's specifically designed to stop Russia? Ukraine is a different story. Before the Ukrainian invasion, they were not ready for Russia to come in. Something else to consider is that NATO is a defensive posture. They will never attack Russia. Every move is on what Russia does, and they know that, even though they keep saying they are expanding. So yeah, I don't see this as the biggest issue ever. Leave your comments and opinions down below and what you think of Finland joining NATO. Was this a bad idea? Was this a good idea? If anything, I think NATO, they ended up winning in this case. They now have a country who's technologically advanced in defensive operations. They have key pieces of material and equipment that can now get sent to Ukraine. It's a new territory where NATO can train and join. And who knows, if Russia tries to do something bad, there are troops who can now counterflank on the Russian border. This was a really bad look for Russia, but of course Russia will always try to change the narrative, twist and turn everything to make it look like they're attacking us. You need to join our military to help stop NATO, not just Ukraine. That's what I think of this entire situation. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll see you later.